Hello everyone, my name is Julio with Kipus Bookkeeping. I specialize in e-commerce bookkeeping for Shopify stores. And in this video, we'll be talking about sales taxes, things we have to keep in mind and why they're important to e-commerce businesses. So let's go. So the first thing we have to keep in mind when we're using Shopify is that Shopify does not remit or file sales taxes for us. We're responsible for collecting, filing, and remitting sales taxes. So that means you're responsible for collecting, filing, and remitting those taxes. So now we can talk about Nexus. Nexus really refers to the relationship between a taxing jurisdiction and a business. It's basically a link or a connection that has to be present before you are required to collect sales taxes. There's physical nexus and there's economic nexus. Physical nexus, it's the physical presence in a state. This is the state where you're registered. It's the state where you have an office, employees, a warehouse, inventory, or stores. This would create a physical nexus. Then, when we're dealing with e-commerce and selling goods or services over the internet, we have to think about economic nexus. Now, economic nexus is when products or services are sold online, and this can create nexus if we meet the state's threshold. Each state has different thresholds. Those could be based on number of transactions or dollar amount of sales. So one thing to keep in mind about nexus, it's that the rules can vary by state. So we already mentioned that we can create nexus based on the number of transactions or the dollar amount of the transactions, right? So each state can be different. So that's why it's important to stay informed about these rules. Once you've determined that you have nexus in a state, the next step is to register for sales taxes in that state. If you're using Shopify, you can set up your store to start collecting sales taxes. There's also services available that can help you with the registration process and if you need extra support. Once you register with each state in which you have nexus, the next step would be remitting the sales taxes, right? So once your Shopify store starts collecting, the next thing to do is to remit the sales taxes. But there's services that can help you with that. So when you're ready to remit your sales taxes, there are some options. You can do it yourself, just like with anything. But like I always say, you should consider opportunity cost and making sure that you're doing things the right way, especially when you're dealing with taxes. The next one would be a service called Avalara. They specialize in sales taxes. You can go that way. There's another one also called Sales Tax and More. There's also another service that one of my clients uses, and it's called Numeral Sales Tax. We'll go into the page for a little bit so we can take a look. E-commerce sales tax software for top brands. Right, so they say with Numeral, you spend less than 5 minutes monthly on sales tax compliance with our white glove solution. This is what we're speaking about, Nexus, collecting and remitting. Each state, it's different rules. I guess they take care of everything for you. So this could be a great option for remitting sales taxes. Pretty much the 4 simple steps. You collect, register, monitor, and remit. So this would be a great option specifically because they specialize in e-commerce sales tax, and it's important to go with services that specialize in your field, right? Just like you would go for a bookkeeper that specializes in e-commerce and Shopify stores. You can also go with this service that specializes in e-commerce sales tax. So that's a little bit about sales taxes. They can be scary, they can be daunting, especially if we're not sure what we're doing. But hopefully this video helped you understand a bit more about how to deal with them and how just having a bit of knowledge about sales taxes helps you understand how and where to look for help with this. So again, my name is Julio with Kipus Bookkeeping. If you need help with your Shopify bookkeeping, I'm here to help. You can reach me. There should be a link somewhere below. Or you can book a discovery call and I can do your cleanup. If you're behind, I can help you with your monthly bookkeeping so you can focus on growing your business. Thank you. Take care. See you in the next video.